Holidays nale நம்ம GT Holidays தான் South India's #1 travel brand. பெரியார் மணியம்மை Institute of Science and Technology தஞ்சாவூர். Great learning, greater future. தலைசிறந்த திருமண நகைகளின் பிரத்யேக அணிவகுப்பு ஸ்ரீகுமரன் தங்க மாளிகை.
Major spoilers ahead. Let's take a leaf out of Fellini and refer to Ninaivo or Paravai as Thiagarajankumararaja's 2.5th film. There's quite a bit of lovemaking here, but the person who's most naked is the director himself. This may be as close to an autobiography, again 8.5 alert, a filmmaker has made. Take the lead character of K, played by PB, that's possibly K for Kumararaja. Like Kumararaja, K is a filmmaker who is an Ilayaraja fan. The woman in K's life is Sam, maybe she's Samantha who was in Kumararaja's movie, and so forth. For cinephiles, Ninaivo or Paravai is a start-to-stop wank fest, and not just because every deeply saturated orgasm-inducing frame by Nirav Shah and Jivya Shankar and the colorist G. Balaji makes you want to keep staring at it with a combination of film appreciation and deep lust. The sharp cuts to colors, say the neon yellow of a corridor to the whites of a hospital room, are their own little movies. But here's the other thing that makes this film special. There's the non-linear blurring between cinema and memory and life. You end up asking questions like, as with K, how much of my life is my own and how much is shaped by the movies? What is real and what isn't? Like the title suggests, this is a memory movie. K becomes a sort of amnesiac and Sam has to help him fill in the gaps in his knowledge. But are they real people or are they characters in K's screenplay? The film begins with a breakup, but then K's script too begins with a breakup. Ninaivo or Paravai is like a Rubik's Cube. Every bit of memory is a little colored square, and with each turn of the screenplay, we reach a new combination of events that make us wonder if this finally is the truth, or is Sam feeding memories to K based on his own screenplay which he has stolen from him. Like a fortune teller says, "Evanga kada or periya pudir." Their story is a big puzzle. Before we get any further, let's talk about the way thiagarajankumararaja and ilayaraja redefined the concept of background music. From the beginning of cinema, background music has been used to heighten an emotion or a situation. For instance, someone is sad, so let us play a solo violin. There are exceptions, of course, in avant-garde cinema, but I am talking about the mainstream at large. Another use of background music has been to define characters or relationships through a theme, let's say. Ilayaraja tosses all this conventional thinking out of the window and does something utterly radical. For instance, there is one breathtaking stretch of score that begins with techno beats at a disco and ends up as something grandly symphonic, sounding like Griegs in the Hall of the Mountain King. The music, in other words, works like the corridor that Sam is often seen in. It is a passage, a link between two different locations maybe, or two different moods. It works brilliantly. Like in the other episodes, the fantastic jazz rock music does not play over the dialogue to a large extent. A song starts, for instance, but when K and Sam fight, it stops abruptly. The piecemeal approach to the score and songs is completely in sync with a screenplay that is all about pieces of memory being put together. With the exception of a violin piece that plays when Sam reads a note from K, there is no other stretch where music is used for underlining a single emotion or state of mind. We hear music only when Sam is on screen, with or without others. Early on in her house, we see a gramophone player with an LP playing. Is Ilayaraja's music coming from the LP? That is it pre-recorded music on the LP? Does it exist within the world inside Sam's house? Or is the music playing over the image of the LP the way regular background music does? Is it outside the world of the movie? More fun, right? Both PB and Vamika Gabi are fantastic. They try to find a semblance of inner life in these puppets created by the director to make his points. At one point, Sam observes people and says, "Human beings are interesting creatures." She's studying them like a scientist studying an insect under a microscope, and that's exactly what Kumararaja does in his movies. That's also what makes his films a somewhat cold experience to those who just want to see a story unfold. He creates these wonderfully strange characters and uses his screenplay as a microscope to scrutinize their oddities and behaviors. I also think this director is really into sci-fi. Like the Alien and Super Deluxe, we get a glimpse of what could be a UFO here. And there is this fantastic conceit that involves Thursday and memory implants that, when extrapolated, is a reflection on the ellipses in art where everything is not explained. More than anything, I got the feeling Kumararaja puts himself under the microscope, revealing to us things that may or may not be his real self. I know that the Dali statuette is from his own life. There is a Dali painting in his office. I also know that he is as much a Peter as he is a thorough local. Note the line, proof pudding la irukku. He is also completely irreverent. The scene where Sam transforms a part of a mother-son quarrel to a sexual situation is pure TK. But what about the political stance about the Prime Minister's name? Let's add that to the Rubik's Cube and keep turning it. But bless his heart, he is not a naturalistic filmmaker. He has no desire to be real. He creates these wild, fevered worlds where the colors explode and the light falls just so at Sam's feet, and a right-to-left camera movement is complemented by a left-to-right camera movement that feels like a dance. At one point, we hear these words, "If we lose our innocence, we are no longer artists." thiagarajankumararaja, may you never lose your innocence.
Holidays nale நம்ம GT Holidays தான். South India's #1 travel brand. பெரியார் மணியம்மை Institute of Science and Technology தஞ்சாவூர். Great learning, greater future. தலைசிறந்த திருமண நகைகளின் பிரத்யேக அணிவகுப்பு. ஸ்ரீகுமரன் தங்க மாளிகை.